This video was brought to you by Markus Bil, Elbilmek, ABRP, Steurenberg, Kempower and Bilkomponenter. Yo, what's up? We're now in front of the house and today we're going to test range of the BYD Seal U. It's like a SUV version of the BYD Seal, except for this is front-wheel drive. The regular Seal is either rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. But it is actually a quite spacious car. So how efficient is it? Unfortunately, I have to do it at night. It's 10 at night now. That's the only way I can do it without burning too much money. So, okay, we'll just see how it goes. So here you see, voila, the interior. Looks nice, huh? All right, so freaking tricky Chinese cars, man. Oh, it says 15 degrees Celsius outside. So we have charged the car to 100%. It claims 500 kilometers. I switched it to the rated range. You can have it, where was it again? Yeah, here, range display mode. Oh, sorry, let me just, so you can have it in standard or dynamic. Because this car does not show you consumption. It doesn't have proper trip meter. It has some weird trip meter here, which is driving time. But it's not hour and minutes. It's just it goes to 2.9 hours, you know. And then, so there is no, well, we have the total mileage here. I can use this, I guess. And consumption number here is just the total consumption since it was sent from China. So we have car scanner. We can use some of this information here. We have accumulated discharge energy. We can look at this maybe and some of the distance here. Try to figure out how this is. This is an 800 volt architecture. Yeah, look at that. Huh? Okay, but let's get ready and then off we go. So the plan now is to drive to the north. It's a weekday, so there's some Baustelle and stuff going on. You see, we are here now in Yes Home, and we have to start here after all the Baustelle. Yeah. So we start around here. We're on the move now, on the detour stretch. You see the main road, wait, zoom out a bit. Main road here is closed, so we have to drive around here. Hopefully we can get back in there, so we don't lose too much time. So this is why we cannot start from Dal, that we normally do. Okay, let's check the weight. Front axle, 1160, the whole car, 260. Holy shit balls, the detour is really long. All the way until past Minnesund Bridge, so it takes extra time now. They're probably slapping down some fresh asphalt over there. Okay, we're now at the starting position at Minnesund. Yeah, the Minnesund Bridge is over there. So, interesting, we spent 10 kilowatt hour from Yes Home, but we have charged 1 kilowatt hour. So the only explanation is that this also includes regen, but that means that we spend 9 kilowatt hour, but it's highly inaccurate. And then this distance was from Circle K Minnesund. I grabbed some food over there. That's why I stopped the car. So once you stop the car, it resets. But the car doesn't show any trip. Yeah, we have driving time, 0.7 hours. How much is that? It's 42 minutes, you dummy. Yeah, okay, 9.8 hours now. Yeah, okay. So, well, whatever. So it doesn't have any trip meter here unless you stop the car. But it doesn't show kilowatt hour, unlike the BYD Dolphin we tried. So man, freaking Chinese cars. So, but okay, whatever. I just use my tricks to figure out how much this car consumes. And at least based on the trip here, it seems like we spend 214 watt hour per kilometer based on all these numbers and the distance. So I guess that makes sense. Right, we're on the move now, currently at Strandlyset, and over at Mjøsen we have almost no wind. Very nice. Even though the disadvantage here is that we have 12 degrees Celsius outside, so that's somewhat cold. But man, I'm cruising at 122 kilometers per hour, and there's a button there to activate auto steer. When I activate auto steer, it says cannot activate it due to current road condition. Okay, what is the problem with the current road condition? We have clear lines, we have good sight, no fog. Why can't we activate it? Well, most likely because we are driving too fast. So let me see, if I slow down to 120 kilometers per hour on the speedo, then most likely we can activate auto steer. You see, there. No wait, there. Now it's active. Shit, man. Well. Build your dreams. Wait, now we're at ESPA, and now suddenly the autostay is working at 122. That is so strange, man. I don't know why the autostay couldn't work earlier. I thought it was speed related, but it seems like the road conditions earlier were not that great. We have header display, nice and big dials, yeah, with some other information. But man, it is really nice and quiet in here. I'm just blown away by how quiet it is. I mean, now we're on the right lane. Let me try the left lane. I think the left lane is a little bit smoother. Shit, man. The Chinese, they're getting better and better at soundproofing. They're about to overtake the Germans now. This is insanely quiet. I tested this also in the acceleration noise test, and it was on the top there with the other German cars, the premium German cars that cost 2, 3, 4 times more than this. And this Seal U cost only 400,000 NOK, and you get all these goodies: header display, auto steer-ish, really quiet cabin, plenty of space, supposedly 140 kilowatt. Also, we have to test that, but wow, I need to test more, man. This seems to be a freaking bargain. We are passing by Hamar. Over here it is wet, but it was dry all the way until this point. But we just reached the 50 kilometer mark here. Odometer also corresponds with that. And consumption is 253 watt hour per kilometer for the last 50 kilometer. That's actually not that bad. Okay, despite that it is a bit cold outside. So we'll see then how efficient is this car. We have to drive the full loop now over to Rudshøgda and back again. What the heck? We are going downhill now, and I noticed that the throttle or the cruise control is not smooth downhill. And when you look at the power meter here, you see that it jumps a bit up and down. But this does not happen on flat road, only when we are descending. So yeah, I don't know what's up with this. Maybe the car tries to adjust the speed. You see 0 kilowatt. Oh, I can feel it. It's like the car is slowing down, okay, and then no, I didn't have to overcompensate, then I had to speed up. So this makes it less smooth. Yeah, the ride is just way early, and then boom, 30 kilowatt, and then like, oh no, wait, we have too much speed. Okay, left off again. So man, but you know what? This is exactly how Chinese people drive. Yes, I'm not kidding. In Asia, I mean, Asian drivers, they drive like this. They don't know how to drive smooth. Welcome to Norway. There is a Norwegian left lane hugger in front of me. But okay, anyway, we have now reached the 100 kilometer point, or the next 50 kilometer segment. And this time we consume 270 watt hour per kilometer. I think we have some wind from the south maybe, which meant tailwind in the beginning and now headwind on the way back. That could be the reason why. All right, we're back at the checkpoint. So we have 1119 here, 1125. We only reached 1 kilowatt hour during the test. And then, oh, the cumulative has gone up, okay. We have 48% left, 238 kilometers of range left. So actually, in general, we could count, you know, it was 500 kilometers at 100%, means that 1 kilometer should be 0.2%. But then if the scale is non-linear, then we can't use this, but we should be able to trust these numbers. So, okay, I found that the way to reset this trip meter is to have to stop car scanner, or at least disconnect it and then start it again. But it's supposed to be 140 kilometer loop, so it seems like this car underreports distance. We can also double check with the odometer there. Okay, we're now doing the 90 test. It's half an hour past midnight, and wow, it is still bright outside. But we are just 1 week away from the brightest day of the year, at least in Norway. So yeah, it's just some of the clouds that makes it slightly dark, and it can actually be. So, oh man, what the heck, man? Yeah, when I said that the car drives not smooth, only downhill, I was wrong. It does it all the time. Yeah, you probably don't notice this, or I'm not sure if you notice it, but I notice it, like this gentle acceleration, deceleration, acceleration, also at 90 kilometers per hour, not at 120 only. So Well, okay, but I calculated that on the previous run we had 264 watt-hour per kilometer. This time it should be lower, but maybe around 200 or something, I'm guessing. Okay, we're back at Hamar at the 50 kilometer mark, and this time we consume 177. Well, actually it's going to be even lower than that because the car under port distance, so roughly 175 maybe watt-hour per kilometer. But then on the return it's going to be higher, so at least we are below 200. Yeah, very good. Well, actually maybe not very good, but at least better than average for this size car. Man, it is 10 degrees Celsius outside, but I feel like it's cold in the cabin. It feels like the car is being stingy on the heat. So initially I had it on 25 degrees Celsius. I cranked it up to 27 and it's still cold in here. And also initially I use eco mode, but now I switch over to normal mode because maybe that will give you better heat. But there is a setting here. Auto AC mode has been set to comfort, not economical. I use comfort all the time, but it seems like it's still too cold in here. So let me see if I have to go here. So okay, here or that one. I can just show you. If I just go higher on the temperature, then we see this red. It's getting toasty in here. Yeah, and then it fades off. And, oh, what the heck is all this there doing? Shit. And then it just fades off. Wait, slowly. There. Oh, that is pretty cool. And also see we have ambient light here. We have ambient light in the footwell and also some ambient light in the back. Nice. We are at the 100 kilometer checkpoint or the next 50 kilometer segment. Now we have consumed 197 watt-hour per kilometer. Well, maybe because I spent a little bit more on heating, but I mean, if we consume, let's say, 1 kilowatt extra, it should mean only around 11 watt-hour per kilometer when we're at 90 kilometers per hour. So it's not going to be night and day, really. So, right, almost done. Then we now have around 40 kilometers left. Okay, let's see what happens if we don't hold the steering wheel and auto steer is active. Okay, nothing yet. Can drive for a little while. There, okay. Please turn the steering wheel gently. Okay, I'm not gonna turn it gently, I'm gonna turn it roughly. Okay, hold steering wheel. Oh, what the heck, man? It just disengaged auto steer without reducing speed. Shit, it's trying to kill me. Wait, okay, now I have to reactivate the auto steer. Okay. Alright, alles good. Well, we're back at the starting point, so this time we ended up with 15%, 77 kilometer. Doesn't matter what it is, right, for you guys. Yeah, 1147 kilowatt hour discharge. Actually didn't regen anything this round. Okay, what there? Oh, so when we're stationary, we're pulling 1.2 kilowatt. Okay, I need to calculate some stuff here, but we still need to go deep. We're down to 10%, and I chose to drive not too fast because when I started hammering it at 120 kilometers per hour, the battery temperature started going up. And since we have LFP battery, I've seen that the BYD blade batteries, they prefer having it cold, and they might replicate at 46 degrees Celsius. So that's why we will try to get in at the Ioniq with cold-ish batteries. That should maybe yield the best charging speeds. We are at Ioniq Dar, and I think I'll just finish the test over here. Yeah, man, I have to run the HVAC at 32 degrees Celsius, and it's still kind of cold in here. What the heck? I mean, at 32 degrees, it's still just running at 1-ish kilowatt for heating. Well, okay. See, we have 3% left, 13 kilometer, but based on the 500 kilometer at 100%, it means that we are now at 2.6%, right? Okay, and then here's what we consume. Well, I mean, well, at least the numbers here, and we can figure out how many kilowatt hour the battery has, and also we can also calculate the consumption on the 90 test. Right, we're charging now, and let's see. This car is supposed to take 140 kilowatts. Oh, look, the 800 volt architecture is taking 552 volts, but 112 kilowatt. I'm not sure why we're not getting 140 kilowatt. Yeah. Are we cold gating? Are we rapid gating? That's unlikely. But okay, we'll see. I'll have to start the recording at 10%. Oh yeah, now we're cooking, getting 141 kilowatt as advertised. So yeah, maybe the car started off a bit slow, but it's probably good because then it doesn't overheat at higher state of charge. Yeah, it's crazy, right? Because we have liquid cooling here, active cooling, but still the BYDs tends to overheat. But maybe not this one. Well, I met two hardcore followers. They came from Germany with Ioniq, but not the classic Ioniq, the facelift Ioniq. They're getting around 45 kilowatt on Ionity or high power chargers. Yeah, it has a little limit on, well, how is this again? Yeah, it doesn't charge that fast, but it's a bigger battery. So they're going all the way to North Cape. Oh, shit balls. These guys, oh. I wish I could join them, but because of family, I can simply not join them. So have a nice trip. Whoa, look at this. You know, the other LFP blade batteries from BYD, they rapid gate at 46 degrees. This ain't the case here. Oh, wow. I wish I could do 1,000 kilometer challenge with this car, but I think I cannot afford it or have time for it, unfortunately, because I need to then get a babysitter. And now we're going to do the sound test. We have stereo microphone set up here. So we have also a USB stick in there. So I'm going to show you now. Let's play this. There's a subwoofer in the back on the right side here in the trunk. That adds that bass, but I'm feeling that it lacks the deepest bass, but it's fairly nice. Also, great detail in the music. Okay, next. Sounds overall pretty good. I'm gonna show you now. So we have, I forgot to mention this Infinity sound system. If you go to audio here, oh, shit, I clicked too much, click fast. Audio, and then here we have sound field settings. Okay, you want the whole vehicle, you want the front, the rear, customize, and then we have equalizer here. Only 3-band equalizer. Okay, you can reset it. Okay, and then we have the volume adjusted with speed, and that's pretty much it. All the other stuff is just the media volume and so on. So if you go back to, you can go back here, then you're back in the music player, and you can just swipe skip here. You can also adjust the volume here, and you can also use the button on the steering wheel here to go next or forward. Now I'm gonna listen for some rattling in the door. You can skip a little bit maybe. Seems like a strong presence of mid bass in the front doors, and then also with a subwoofer helping with the deepest tones. But when it comes to spread of the treble, I'm not that happy with it, because the tweeters, they are placed here and there. On other cars they were placed on the A pillar, and I think that gives a better position to raise it up to the height of your head rather than down there. So, but there's no rattling, yeah, on the previous song. Okay, now you can hear the deep bass. it's nice. It is deep, but it might lack that punch, but it's still fairly punchy. I like it. And let's test now how it distorts if we crank it up. I'm gonna go to one of the more intense parts. Let's see, it was around here. There. Okay, crank it up. It plays relatively loud for a Chinese car, and very little distortion. I couldn't hear that much clipping in the bass, but it felt like the high tones, they were starting to distort slightly at the top. Okay, let me see, I think, was it the last one? Oh, yeah, there's one song that is not available in that album, so then I have to go to this album, but then you can do this and you can find the song like this. So I want to see if I can find let me see, Kickoff. This. We'll listen to the linearity of the bass. Yeah, the bass sounds also quite linear. I like it. I mean, overall, I'm really impressed with this Infinity system. Chinese cars in general, they have somewhat poor audio. At least the Dolphin didn't have that great sound. But this is good. I would give it around, I think, 7 out of 10. It might be lacking that high-end part that you get in the more expensive cars, the expensive systems. But still, you know, for a car that costs this little, then this is good stuff, man. So based on the test today, it seems like we have 84.2 kilowatt hour net capacity, and then according to spec it's 87 kilowatt hour. So where did all the stuff go? Maybe discharging losses. We've seen before that the net capacity according to some manufacturer spec is not always what we actually get. Maybe heat loss in the process. Well, we can see it in car scanner. When we hammer it, we lose a little bit of heat there. So the net capacity that you usually find in spec sheet might be some ideal, like lab test, what they were conditioned, right? Which is not real well. This is a real world test. And then I found out that we spent 200 watt-hour per kilometer on the 90 test, so that's a bit high. So yeah, unfortunately, I was not able to test when it was warmer. So I bet if it was 20, 25 degrees Celsius, we get a lot better result. But still, based on this cold-ish test, it still gets okay range. And I still need to remind you guys that this car cost only 400,000 NOK. And we have head-up display, we have good soundproof, we had nice seats, we have actually really good stereo also. Like the total package here is actually very good for that kind of price, you know. It's like a fat classic Ioniq almost, you know, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's actually very nice. The only thing now I need to do is I need to calculate what the estimated 1,000 kilometer challenge time will be, because most likely I won't be able to do it. So yeah, we'll see that. I'm probably gonna make a separate video where I actually combine the range test result with the charging test, and then I can estimate the 1,000 kilometer challenge, and then I will probably discuss a little bit around it, and we'll see how it goes. So that's gonna be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.